It's not just a belief in God by itself.
Right.
It's the way you act
Ooh.
and how you connect with people
Yes.
and yourself
Yes.
on a different plane.
Yes.
Not an airplane.
Not that plane.
Not that plane, but like a different level of
Level,
life.
a
You know,
plane.
a plane.
Hey everyone, welcome to another
In the name of the Father.
episode.
Son.
We're the hosts. My name's MJ.
My name is Adam.
And today, everyone, we got a good topic for you.
Mm.
We will be talking about spirituality. But before we jump into it, everyone, we just want to say thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for supporting us. Me and Adam have opened this channel so you can directly support us with some donations every month on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube space. Go down, check out that join button. You can get access to special live streams that we do, as well as special personalized topics of videos. So check it out if you see you like it. Hey, become a member. It would be really awesome to have you aboard.
Yeah.
On to today's topic, spirituality. This is one I brought to the table, and this is something that I think a lot of people know about spirituality,
yeah.
but maybe they don't think about it too much and put so much thought about what it means and what is their point of view on spirituality when they think about it. So let me ask you, Adam, what do you think of when you hear the word spirituality?
I think of a lot of things, actually. One is, of course, belief. Your belief in whatever religious affiliation you are affiliated with. Buddhism, Christianity, Shinto. There's a level,
yeah,
Judaism,
right.
Hinduism.
Yeah.
Whatever your religious beliefs are, there is a level of connecting with something outside of human life.
Okay. A higher being.
A higher being. Belief in the
yeah.
existence of something outside of what we see and feel physically.
Right.
On a daily basis. So I think about that, but I also think about like connecting with other people in a different level that is not physical or, emotional.
Yep.
It's more on a different level, like being able to sense someone's emotions by how they look is, for me, is like a kind of spirituality, being connected in that way.
Yeah.
Being able to feel some bad situation happening across the world to somebody, or just being able to just think about life in a different realm of existence. It's spirituality. Meditating can be part of that spiritual world, like
yes.
trying to achieve some kind of level of existence outside of this form.
Yep. The world that
we know.
Yeah, that
by,
we live in
by
now.
closing your eyes and blocking out every sense and trying to just feel presence around you is kind of spiritual. So it's a very big thing for me. Like, it's not just one.
Oh, really? Okay,
it's not just one. The way I think about it, it's like
it's very big.
It's not just a one thing. It's not just a belief in God.
Yes.
Or belief in a Buddha, or like a Hindu beliefs, or it's not just one thing. I think it's a broad way of experiencing something.
Would you say it's a mental state or a practice?
Spirituality. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's either or. I would say maybe both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in order to be spiritual, you have to connect outside of the physical form, right? In my mind,
so.
I could be wrong. So in order to connect with something outside of your form, you have to have a mental state to be able to accept those kinds of sensations or emotions.
Yeah.
So that requires some kind of training, maybe.
Yep.
And maybe changing the way you think about stuff.
Yep.
Being more open to people and people's emotions and stuff like that. That's also what I feel is like a form of spirituality. It's not just a belief in God by itself.
Right.
It's the way you act.
Ooh.
And how you connect with people.
Yes.
And yourself.
Yes.
On a different plane.
Yes.
Not an airplane.
Not that plane.
Not that plane, but like a different level of life. A plane.
So
what do you think?
Definitely agree with you. Now, this is something that I have seen other people within my life, within especially the kendama community, surprisingly, who are very outgoing, very positive and energetic, and putting so much energy into really telling people how important they are, or like just even through like posts that they put on SNS, just jumping on and just saying like, hey everyone, I just want to say that you are awesome, you are great, no matter what happens every day.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying and you are too, so don't give up, kind of like just motivation. Anyone can see it as motivation.
Yeah.
But if you look at it closer, it can be a spiritual thing because there's a connection of just positivity from energy to another energy beings, and that just connecting each other to be helpful, supportive, to help everyone get to a new place.
Right.
So I see spirituality and religion as two separate things.
Okay, yes.
Now, one big thing that I've recently heard on a wonderful podcast that I've jumped onto and am really, really enjoying, called Mythical Cynical, where it is these two guys. One is very spiritual, went to Tibet and studied with the Tibetan monks, and now he is helping people mentally get over like drug addiction and becoming a better person. Like he even founded an institute to help people pretty much get off drugs and, you know, fix their ways of life. And another guy who is an artist who is very cynical about things. So he's like, well, you think like because you sent out positive energy to him and he felt it, so it resonated, and that's how we automatically like randomly, like you bumped into him and you're like, whoa, I've been thinking about you this whole past week. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's interesting because he is very cynical, but at the same time, he does understand the spiritual side and that energy that's around. One thing that the spiritual guy said that hit me really hard and really opened my eyes to see the difference between religion and spirituality. He said, religion is for people who are scared of the afterlife or scared of hell. Spirituality is for people who have been there.
Been to hell?
Have been there. Like
experience in your life.
Yes. You have been at the bottom.
I
see. You know that religion cannot help because what's worse than what happened? Some people who are hitting rock bottom, so depressed, go so far to even take their own lives.
I see.
So it's like, if you didn't, there's a big chance that you found something spiritual. Even if you didn't know it as spiritual, something really hit you in your heart, not your brain, to change and to become a better person. And that's what's spiritual about it.
I see.
It's different from religion. Where you learn things by somebody kind of like teaching you from different books and stuff. And like, here's how it is. Here's the story. Everybody knows the same thing. But with spirituality, there's so many different angles that can bring you to becoming more spiritual. And for me, I definitely started understanding it as like just energy. Doesn't matter like who you are. We all have this spiritual side of us. But how much of us are willing to turn our brains off and let our hearts speak to be going to that next level of spirituality. Now, this dude who went to Tibet and studied with the monks, he was at rock bottom. He was living on Skid Row in LA.
Oh, wow.
And there was even a documentary about him, how he turned his life around. So he's gone through so much stuff, and he does a lot of studying, a lot of practicing how to help people. And it's very interesting, everyone, because on this podcast, they do talk about different ways to attain enlightenment or a level of spirituality. So most people think of monks meditating. You hear a lot about like, oh, you should meditate. It really like clears the mind and stuff. And that's what it's about, because there's so much stuff when we live in our society. We have so many rules that we just learn from living here. And these rules are just implanted and just there. You don't even think that it's a rule that you can take out or change or look at a different way. So being able to meditate, that's the thing that tries to help like put a filter over everything. So you can actually see with your heart instead of your brain. Right? So gonna get pretty crazy, everyone. There's a few drugs, psychedelic drugs, that people believe they can help you get to a certain kind of level in spirituality and like a type of enlightenment. And there's this one called ayahuasca that is something that in the US is actually becoming more openly used and like regulated, almost legalized for people to take, because they see the benefits of people who do it, they get such a experience of seeing the other side to notice that their life that they've been living really doesn't mean much. Like, it's not about the house. It's not about the car. It's not about the clothes you wear.
Right.
It's about the love and the energy that you show to the people around you. And it's such a positive thing that people have gone through that on this podcast, they do touch upon, and both of these guys have done it multiple times.
Yeah.
And it was crazy to think, there's this one story where a practitioner of spirituality and Buddhism went to Tibet, went to a very high-ranking Tibetan monk, and gave him this hallucinogenic. And he noticed that the monk didn't change. Nothing happened. And the monk is just like, yeah, this is where I am all the time. And I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And the monk was saying, this is a good tool to help you get a glimpse of what true open-mindedness is. But you can't stay there. You have to do that on your own. But it is a place where you can look at it and now see, this is what it's really like to be enlightened on a next level.
Right.
Which I think most people will be like, yeah, how the pessimistic side. Being like, whatever, I can't just go sit down,
breathe.
Okay, right? But then you focus on the breathing. It's a different thing. And I just wanted to bring this up because I felt like so many emotions, like listening to this podcast and really opening about letting go of these rules in your head of what this is, to just open up and be like, in the end, we've said it plenty of times on our shows that we're all about moving forward together because that's the only way. The only way is up.
Right.
To get anywhere.
Right.
We can't go back down. We can't be hating each other.
Yeah.
So opening our minds up to new ways of thinking is the only way to progress, I believe, in anything. But spirituality is something that I think everyone should think about again, one more time, to see what you think it is personally and how you think it could possibly help your life. I'm not saying I'll go do this ayahuasca psychedelic drug, but there's different steps that you can take to kind of help yourself mentally that can then transfer to your heart, that can transfer to
everyone else. And if everyone does it, then it just shares goodness, and we can get rid of all of this hate that's going around and be able to decide for ourselves when someone says something, whether or not it's for the benefit of everyone else, or we should just disregard it and continue with our happy lives.
Yeah. Deep, everyone. Welcome to Monday's episode. Hopefully this opens up a new way of thinking for you this week. Let us know in the comments down below what you think about spirituality. Are you a spiritual person? Do you believe it can help people better their minds or their hearts? Let me know, or let us know, because we're spiritually one. You guys too. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a member if you can. Thank you for all of those who support already. You're the best.
If you want to message us or get into contact with us, check out Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter, where we spend our time to connect outside of YouTube.
That's it. We'll see you on the next step.